Yo, what up everyone? A lot of my viewers have asked me for this, the money farming guide. In this guide, I will show you my strategies that I'm using right now to farm money in patch 1.13. I made about 50k hunt dollars in one streaming session, which lasted around 5 to 6 hours. And yes, while I also won a lot, which significantly increased the amount of money I made, it still shows that all these strategies do work, and the best part about it is that all of these tips will simply increase the average amount of money you make while playing the game like you always have. The first trick I'm gonna show you is right here in the menu. It is the daily extraction bonus that you get once per day for extracting with a bounty token. Like you see here, the first bounty extraction bonus can be obtained once a day by any hunter in your roster after extracting with a bounty. This grants 50% boost to hunter XP and 20% boost to hunt dollars earned in that mission. That means after you win a game, you just get 20% more money for just doing what you always did. It's like 20% passive money income on top of what you would have eventually anyways. And after you win, like you see here, every hunter has that little token, especially right now in the combination with Death Sheet. Death Sheet is bugged right now, I don't know when they will fix it, but just rotate your hunters in and out. You know, you maybe win 5 games a day. That would mean 5 different hunters, and every time you won a game, every time you extract with a bounty token, 20% more money. The next thing we are going to talk about are traits. There are 2 traits that you need for farming money. The first one is Packmule. What does Packmule do? Every time you do the dead hunter or a toolbox, you get 2 tools or 2 consumables back from looting that item. This is very important because you want to be always full on consumables and tool slots while looting dead hunters, because when you loot a dead hunter, while being full on consumables and tools, you get hunt dollars as a reward. Starts all the way down at 50 hunt dollars, goes all the way up to 1000 hunt dollars. In combination to that, we want Vulture. What does Vulture do? It just enables you to loot every dead hunter on the map that hasn't burned out yet, which is very convenient if you play trios, and the double loot mechanic has been used by your teammates. It's also insanely strong when you get into a compound where a whole server fight has happened, and you can just loot every hunter no matter if they have been double looted before or not. Okay, the next thing we're gonna talk about is your loadout. I know a lot of content creators out there are telling you to run really cheap loadouts. For example, a Romero, or maybe in a gun pistol with a normal Winfield. All of those can work and will help you to save money, but I'm gonna go against it and say you should run a weapon that is affordable but you're also comfortable with. What's the point of running a Romero if you hate playing it and you're just gonna end up losing all your games? At the end of the day, you will only make money in Hunt when you win games. Like you see here, I'm playing the carbine and the silenced guns in combination with high velocity. I would put that in the money category, kinda a middle of the pack kinda loadout. Not very expensive, but not cheap either. But this loadout is very comfortable for myself and it will allow me to wipe lobbies with it. Then for tools, a little bit tricky here, I only pick a melee weapon of choice and a medkit. I leave the other 2 tool slots empty. You don't want to run throwing knives, choke bombs and that kind of stuff. You can if you want to, but keep in mind, those items get used and you will have to fill up those slots again. So I leave those 2 slots empty to maximize the amount of money I get from the Packmule and Vulture combo. Now we are gonna talk about consumables. For consumables, I would always go with the big vitality shots instead of the weak vitality shots. Because sometimes you really need to heal up. If you die, you won't make money. Yes, weak vitality shots are cheaper, but they're also much weaker, like the name says already. So don't save money on those, it's not worth it. Then, for consumables, or like throwables, I usually run a flash bomb. It's like $47, fairly cheap, but on this slot you can run whatever you want. I would go against running something expensive like a stamp shot, but if you want to, feel free to do so. Then, here comes the crucial part. I'm running a toolbox. With 1.13, those little orange boxes you find in supply drops or randomly on the map, you can now carry around with you and drop on the floor at any time of the match. That means if you combine that with Packmule, we can fill up our consumable slots, 2 of them, after dropping that orange box, and make sure that we maximize again the amount of money we make by using Packmule and Vulture. Okay, here I'm gonna show you guys really quick what it looks like when you utilize Vulture and Packmule. We just finished the lobby here, wiped the whole server, and I'm just running around the buddies and loot everyone I haven't looted yet. First hunter, $50. On the fellas, we also get $50. Which doesn't sound like much, but it adds up really, really quick. Here, another $50. But right now we are at 150, 225 hunt dollars right now, just on top for basically not doing anything. Now we are at 300 hunt dollars. And now we are at 350 hunt dollars without even doing anything special, if that makes sense. And this adds up really quick, especially if you combine that with the 20% bonus at the end of the match. That adds up quite a bit. Like you saw there, I also looted like a bunch of other stuff. I think I looted a bunch of cash registers and like little money pouches on the map, so we overall ended up at 442. But the most important part here is that I basically got my loadout paid just by looting enemy hunters. I basically doubled my money that I would have usually made from the match. And I didn't even get a lot of money from the dead hunters. There was a much higher potential here. I mostly got 50 and 75 hunt dollars. I could even get all the way up to 1000 hunt dollars, which is rare, but it can happen. The next thing we're going to talk about is the Gunrunner perk. It's an event perk that is currently available with the event Tide of Shadows in the Smuggler Pact. It allows you to turn contraband weapons into personally owned weapons, sellable weapons, to make it a little bit more clear, when you extract with them from a match. Basically what you do, all those guns that you like have hoarded in your inventory, maybe Aftermath, Nitros, Mosin snipers, Dolch Ps, tiny Dolches, stuff that you usually don't really use, don't use too often, but they're also like kinda too expensive to not pick them up. Like you see here, I bought the Gunrunner perk. I just spawned to the map with an Aftermath and 2 Dolches. Pretty bad loadout, but I'm not gonna play this match. I'm basically just spawning in and running to the nearest extract. And then make money off that. It's usually fairly simple, like you see here. I'm just following the world border to the nearest extract and try to avoid any PvP if possible. If you spawn in an area that is like very common for spawn fights, just double back and wait for a second before you start making your way towards an extraction. Like you see here, I heard people next to me at the lighthouse. I just run to the world border. They're heading into the compound. They don't even know that I exist right now. We are making a little time jump here. I just ran to the extraction. Now we are extracting. This is like a 2-minute match. And I'm gonna make more than 1000 hunt dollars of profit due to the Gunrunner perk, which is quite amazing. You know, it's not something like the other tricks that passively make you more money, but why not use this little neat feature while we have it available to us during the current event. Like you see here, once I'm out of the match I made 0 hunt dollars, but my trait Gunrunner got removed, which now turned my weapons into normal guns that I can unequip, like you see here, and sell for half their money. Which in my opinion is quite nice, and you can even do it during the match in case you find like a Nitro, a Mosin sniper, Aftermaths, or any expensive loadouts. Just keep in mind you only get half your money back, so don't go too expensive on your loadout if you want to maximize your profits from the Gunrunner perk. Also, in case you guys didn't know, with the added saddle pouches, if you loot them by being full on consumables and tools, you also get money out of them, just like from a dead hunter, so all the way up to 1000 hunt dollars. Okay, the last tip I have for you guys is how to save money, not directly make money, but you make kinda invisible ghost money, and it is after you end up wiping a server or winning a fight, pick up guns that are more expensive than the ones that you are carrying currently if you're gonna end up playing them in the future. That's a crucial part. Don't pick up a nitro if you don't want to play a nitro. But for example, if you come into the lobby, like me here with my carbine loadout, carbine officer with a silenced gun, I pick up the drilling and an uppercut because those two are weapons I really do enjoy playing myself. They are, I think, roughly 4 to 5 times the amount that my current loadout was costing, in comparison. So I just drop the carbine, pick up the drilling, pick up the uppercut. I'm gonna stash it away after this match and buy another carbine and another silencing gun, which effectively will lose me money, but will save me money in the future. It's kind of like an investment. We are here in Bioeconomics 101. I will save that money in the future whenever I am gonna play that drilling or I am gonna play that uppercut. Then the difference between the silencing gun or the carbine that I just dropped on the floor to the uppercut or the drilling will be something I'm technically earning on top. This doesn't make you money right away, like I said, but this kind of behavior saves you a lot of money in the future. For example, join the Bayou with a Winfield or Romero, but you also do like play a Mosin sometimes, or you do like playing a Doge sometimes, or you do like playing a Nitro sometimes. Pick it up, stash it away, and buy another Winfield, and then whenever you feel like playing that expensive gun, maybe you're playing randoms, don't want to go expensive until your friends jump on, stash that good shit away until your friends jump on, and then, equip that Mosin and have a blast with your friends. And you're saving money while doing so as well. But anyways, those are my tricks, how I stay rich, how I get rich, how I got rich, and what I do whenever I feel like I wanna farm some more money. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope it will help you to also become rich in Hunt Showdown. And I see you guys on the next video. Thank you for watching.
We're gonna find out.